The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On the option to give to Swift here. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, and they go with Swift again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got it. That's Smith for a Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. Catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A second down throw for Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Prescott now from the 50. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 7-7, our score after one. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough. And then you left now 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Right to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 26-yard line.
A give to Pollard running left. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so he'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
But they certainly had success getting the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush is just too late for the quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rest off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here's Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we start this out.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that. They're still a bit short here for 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Prescott to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So the completion results in 9 yards. And now third down and 6 to go. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, Pollard again. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 4 and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Prescott now on second down. He gets it to Cooks. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be taken up in a 4th and 1. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Second down, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Toward the sideline and look. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. On the option to give to Swift here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continues.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Give him 30 yards there.
Absolutely love the play design here. 2 receivers on each side with the outside guy running a short hitch, the inside guy at deep corner. And how about the quarterback? That little shoulder fake like he's throwing the hitch, then he comes up and throws a deep corner route. This time for big effect, and it pays off with a first down.
Kirk's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Kirk sets up to throw it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
3rd and goal from the 6. Now Hurts on the option right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Touchdown, Cowboys! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Silver. See the goal line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but
it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted. And now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now it's 2nd and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
At the 29-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dallas.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching